This match begins in 3, 2, 1, rebuild.
Our robots and autonomous are racing towards that neutral zone. 1646, 1501, 829, and 292, collecting those fuel and racing back to their own alliance's zone. Lots of fuel flying in the air from 1501. 1646 making their way back from the collection of fuel in the neutral zone. 1501 is still shooting as they climbed up onto that L1 for the Red Alliance. That'll earn the Alliance 15 points and also work towards that autonomous or that traversal RP from climbing up on that tower. That goal is 50 points. They can earn it from climbing an autonomous and as well as endgame. Over on the Blue Alliance side, we're seeing 135 shoot some fuel from the depot side of the field up and over into that Blue Alliance hub. While the Red Alliance is working hard to get all the fuel in that neutral zone over to their side, stealing it away from the Blue Alliance as they're trying to score in their active hub. 135 has made their way over to the Red Alliance side, playing some defense, trying to bump the robots out of their course of action. We're seeing 328 in the middle of the field as well. They are collecting some of that fuel and making their way over to try and prohibit 829 from making it back over to the Blue Alliance side of the field. Right now, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the match. 132 points for the Red Alliance, 58 for the Blue Alliance. We're seeing the Red Alliance has hit that fuel threshold for the energized RP. Blue Alliance is close and should hit that soon with the new fuel going up and over into their hub. On the Red Alliance, we're seeing 1646 push fuel over to the corner of the field and filling up their robot as the Blue Alliance enters the last 1 second of their shift. 53 seconds left in the match. 829 working on stealing some of the fuel that are coming out of the Red Alliance hub as 1501 and 1646 rapidly shoots up and over into the hub. And 328 is working on making its way back over to the Red Alliance side of the field as well. 829 taking some of that fuel from the neutral zone over to the Blue Alliance, preparing for the last 30 seconds of the match that we have now entered and end game. 1646 right up against that hub. They're still shooting those last second fuel. 1501 doing the same from the corner of the field. Over on the Blue Alliance, we're seeing 829, 135, and 292 trying to collect those fuel for the Blue Alliance and get some last second points. Both alliances have earned that energized RP. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of qualification. They won with a score of 273 points to Blue's 136. They got 4 RP for meeting that 100 fuel threshold, moving 1501 up to that second place position, 1646 up to 16th, and keeping 328 at that 30th place position. Congratulations.